It's off the ball at the Convention Centre for the launch of the Champions Cup and the Challenge Cup. We're with Nigel Carolan of Connacht. Nigel, on any journey there's going to be some bumps on the road. You've had a few in a results sense, but no doubt it is a learning process and you are taking those learnings.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a bumpy road, but yeah, it's we know we're on the right path at the same time, and it's to ensure that we learn from every game. It's it's a different mindset to how we're playing, and and we know that we're starting to create opportunities, score 4 tries against Scarlets at the weekend, and we just need to tidy up a little bit on our defensive frailties, but continue to be ambitious, and it's going to be an interesting task against a wounded Ulster side on Friday night.
I guess a team always has to evolve, especially when a new coach comes in, and maybe when the system last year didn't quite work for various reasons. There was a lot of injury issues as well, obviously. But sometimes maybe guys get caught in between when they're learning a new system. Is that what has gone wrong when things have gone wrong this season so far?
Yeah, I think so. I think and it's through no individual's fault. I think it's just it's part of the teething problems, and I think when you have change, it can be a little bit unsettling. And I think it's guys and coaches and getting to know each other and trying to find a team which is cohesive and and find our way. But I think it's very important that everybody's on the same page, and I said that attacking mindset is very important to us, and we know that we're ambitious to score tries as quick as possible in games. And I think in the first 2 games we just squandered opportunities, and I think that's been our big learning, is that we must take all the opportunities that are presented to us, and I think we started to do that at the weekend against Scarlet. So I think it's that mindset is what we want to take and continue.
It's going where you want to go, I guess, is the key. Kieran Keane has come in. Obviously he has his own ideas. We kind of have some idea of his philosophy by watching his previous teams. I would imagine when he's talking to you, when he's dealing with players, when you're going through video reviews, when you're discussing game plans, he's a pretty straight shooter, judging from what we've seen in TV interviews anyway.
Yeah, look, KK, he's brutally honest, and he has got old school values, but we got to respect the guy is where he's come from and who he's worked with in the past, and he drives a really high standard, and for some guys it's a little bit new, and for some it can be a little bit uncomfortable, but but he just expects that every player is trying to demand the best out of themselves so that they can achieve. And I said that just takes a little bit of time, and I said he's learning to be that patience is a virtue, and it maybe wasn't one of his strong points, but he's open to to coming across the table halfway, at least to meet some of the players on that.
Does it take a bit of time for some guys to get used to that? Because you've kind of had a certain culture in the last while which did work, but it has to change, it has to evolve, and sometimes change is difficult.
Change is difficult, but change is also a good thing, and it keeps people on their toes. And said we don't want guys to get complacent. We don't want guys to sit back and be comfortable. So we're an ambitious club. We got a taste of success 18 months ago in the Pro 12, and I said we want to be back up that table, and be it through either the Challenge Cup or the Pro 14. We see both avenues as equal opportunity, and we strive to do our best in both.
And it's not too late to keep the momentum and keep the positives from that success, winning the Pro 12 a couple of years ago. I know last year was tough, as we've mentioned, but a lot of that was down to circumstance and injuries. But I suppose you've been embedded in Connacht for a long time, so you know that there's still positives to take. I mean, it's still something that you can build on.
Yeah, look, the core of the squad is the same as what that was a part of that Pro 12 winning side. So it's just about in a different philosophy with new coaching team, just to try and reignite the sparks that that led to that success, and I think it's certainly growing. You can see that in the more recent performances, it's starting to build, and I think if we can continue to capitalise on that, I think we're certainly going in the right place.
Nigel, thank you very much. Nigel Carolan of Connacht there ahead of the Champions Cup and Challenge Cup season.